And now for the Eddie's Echo News.
Hey guys, it's me Amber, and welcome back to another update on weather.
Thank you, Amber. This is the weather from the 12th. The 12th to the 18th. Monday the 12th will be a high of 43 and a low of 47, being partly cloudy. The 13th is going to be a high of 38 with a low of 25, also being partly cloudy. Wednesday the 14th is a high of 34, a low of 24, and very cloudy. Thursday the 15th is a high of 30 and a low of 22, which is partly sunny. Friday the 16th is a high of 29 and a low of 20, with being partly sunny. Saturday the 17th is going to be 27 with a low of 16 and mostly cloudy. Last but not least, Saturday the 18th is a high of 25 with a low of 16, being sunny.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hi, how are you? My name's Age, and I'm here with
Alina.
full name, please.
Alina McCarthy.
And today we're gonna talk about music.
Woo!
Alina, can you describe your music taste for us?
My music taste, I listen to a lot of older music, like 90s and 2000s, like all rock mostly.
Okay, what's your favorite rock band?
Linkin Park, maybe.
What's your favorite song?
Well, I don't know, don't do that to me!
Name 5 Linkin Park songs.
No, I'm not.
Did you see that the Grammys happened recently?
Yeah. Well, yesterday or the day before?
And respectfully, like I mean this in the most respectful way ever. Like I love rap. Rap's like my favorite genre, right? Who is Killer Mike? You had Metro Boomin, you had Heroes and Villains, you had Utopia. Well, that's not how you say it. No, but seriously, like how did this person, I literally have never heard of him before, how did he win over these two? That's
I think it's to have him to gain more popularity.
Well, that's not a good plan to get, because now people are just resenting him, like, you know what I mean? SZA won. She won Best R&B song. Yeah, me too. I was so happy for her.
And Billie Eilish won too.
Billie Eilish won.
Celebrity crush right there. I literally want to be here when I grow up.
Oh, but
What am I? What type of name is that anyways? I'm sorry to bash. Like,
no, you're good. Don't worry about it. Like it sounds like
it seems uncreative.
yeah, like a 2019 gamer YouTube name.
The tag.
I'm going to go berserk.
Just calm down.
Over what?
Oh, you like rap?
Yes, I do.
What are your thoughts on MF Doom?
Oh,
MF Doom.
oh, I love MF Doom. I love him.
My brother got me on Hamilton.
Yeah, I feel like
I like more of the like experimental type rap. I feel like.
yeah, I feel like your brother is very like
He has
into
good
it.
music taste as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I forgot.
You got it.
You interrupted my
Thought process?
yes,
Train of thought.
my train of thought. My train of thought.
So,
Well, can't you see on the cameras if they're both picking up audio?
yeah, but
Are you
she
recording
wants
right
to. Yeah.
Okay. I want to see like if I talk from here, and then if I talk from here.
Obviously, it's going to change because you're closer to the microphone.
No, but I want to know if like they can hear me from here.
I think he would tell you if he can.
Okay, you
Because
can
he can
stop.
see the.
You can stop now.
All right.
Well, if you think about it, Aerosmith, it's practically the same word, amoroso. Think about it. They both have A's.
They don't even rhyme.
Oh,
Aerosmith, Amoroso, yeah.
yeah, not so much.
You were all.
You know what? Last year at Winter Carnival or some festival we had, there was a karaoke competition upstairs. And I won. Well, okay. So Miss Brooks was on my team,
Okay.
and so she carried a little bit of the weight for our singing
Uh-huh.
capacity. But as a faculty team, okay, so she won. I was also there.
How do you think the night went?
I think it went well. We had a little bit over 190 guests here. We can fit a bit more than that, and I'm hoping for the next event we can, but I think the turnout was pretty well.
And do you guys think you could have done anything different or better?
We were a little behind on the chicken parm. We had to throw another one on the fly, but other than that, I think we did great.
Yeah. And how's your experience been here working so far?
It's been great. Everyone's like a family here. Everyone's extremely nice. We always have new experiences, and we're always learning. And it's very well it's a very good program if you're into the culinary arts.
All right. Thank you for your time. How do you think the night went?
Oh, I thought it went pretty well. There was a bunch of people here. The food seemed all good. All the compliments were really well. So, yeah.
Is there anything you could have done different or better in certain aspects?
Yeah, I knocked over a few pieces of cake. Got a little bit of frosting everywhere. You know, typical things that happen, little things.
And how has your experience been working here so far?
Pretty great. I don't regret it for the world. So, it's great here. Green Light is awesome.
How do you think the night went?
It was fabulous. It was great. It was our first Saturday night event, so we were happy to have the turnout that we got.
And how has your new experience been with the students?
The experience with the students is always great. This is our senior class that was here tonight, and they're getting ready to go to Italy, so the money that we earned tonight goes to help pay for their trip. So they did an amazing job.
Yeah, glad our team had to pay nothing.
I think you had someone help you out, right?
Yeah. And do you think anything could have been done different or better in certain aspects?
I don't think so. I mean, again, the turnout was great. I mean, we always want more people, and we like feedback, so we're happy to hear from our customers. Maybe we put comment cards out on these nights too, but it was great. We got some good reviews on the food. I heard the mashed potatoes weren't that good, but we didn't even serve mashed potatoes tonight. So I don't know how that worked, but
I mean, it's pretty hard to mess up mashed potatoes, so.
Well, you'd be surprised in this class.
Certain somebody, eh?
I've seen a lot of messed up mashed potatoes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
How do you think the night went?
I think it went really well. It was pretty subtle, other than the fact that I was handling like half of most of the sections. Like this section and then the conference room were like my sections. But other than that, I feel like it went pretty smoothly.
Do you think anything could have been different or gone better?
Maybe more of an effort of teamwork on the waitress's side. Other than that, everything went smoothly.
And how has your experience been working here so far?
I think it went pretty well. This is my second time working here, even though it feels like I've been here for years.
All right, that's good. How do you think the night went?
I think it went pretty well, actually. I think a lot of people came through tonight.
Yeah.
Do
you guys think you could have done like anything different or better?
I feel like we could have done better with like bringing out more food at once, because times we did get a little backed up at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's your experience been working here so far?
I've had a great experience every single time I've worked here. Great.
All right, we should go.
Come on, follow me through the Green Little's kitchen. We got the beautiful dish area. A little dirty after our event. But this is the whole area. We got to organize a little bit, but it's gonna be nice afterwards. We got like cleaning supplies. We keep it separate from the food for safety reasons and everything. We keep it in the dish area. You'll find that in most kitchens. And then our little mop room. We have a dryer and washer for our mop heads in there. We got the student bathrooms over here. The baker station. The bakers usually gather up on this end, while the cooks will gather up on the other end, and then also in the salad area, the cooks will gather up. We got our mixers, our bowls, our pots, pans, and throughout the trip you'll find at least 3 other sinks. We have to have a bunch of sinks around to make sure that we stay sanitary and clean. This is the paper room. We keep, it's a little unorganized right now, but we keep all our paper storage in there. Keep the flour and bins over here. Keep things hung up to keep it nice and organized. And then on the other side, there's a bunch of shelves that we keep stuff in. This is our food storage room. We just got a shipment. We got to put that away after our event. And then if you follow me over here, we have our beautiful smoker. We have the walk-in, and the freezer is also located over here. And we have the salad area and our seasoning area over here. And these are our culinary senior students.
This is what it's like on the list. So this thing you put over you, and it locks you in a lift, basically. So this is how you ski. Okay, so when you want to stop when you're skiing, you go like this, and you just go like that. But you have to make the biggest stop. You have to make the biggest.
And I'm a former team member of Broadcast Media. I say I'm a former team member because I went to CMCC for a Spring Ahead program held by EL that partnerships with CMCC, where I am allowed to have early college classes. I am joined by a fellow senior with me. Her name is Ari Carver. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ari. I joined the same program that she did. For academic reasons and for personal reasons. So.
Yeah, and so I am wondering if I could ask you a couple questions. And let's start with kind of like the basic questions. What classes are you taking?
I'm currently taking, first I'm taking a freshman seminar, which is basically a class that you take during college, your first semester, to help you adjust to getting grades and turning in your assignments on time.
Which is a requirement for all college students and high school students, because it's a introduction where you get to learn more about like your SMART goals and like how to actually write professionally, take notes professionally, and get used to kind of like the grading system.
Mm-hmm.
Any other classes that you would
I'm
like you mentioned?
taking an Intro to Ethics course, Issues and Diversity course, and an online college writing course.
I am currently taking, and also the first year seminar, I am also taking business math, intro to ethics, and graphic design. And so, how often do you actually go to these classes? Do you go to them every day? Do you go to them every other day?
It's very different from high school in the sense that me personally, I'm going to school 3 days a week. I am in class for maybe sometimes 5 hours a week, sometimes I'm in class 12 hours a week, depends.
And for me personally, I'm in 4 days a week. I'm here mostly as late as 2 p.m. and starting from like 9:30. And then you're here like what, 8 o'clock in the morning sometimes for a class, right?
I get here at 8 to 9 a.m. It depends on the day.
Yeah. So it's very different from how high school works, where you get like a specific like schedule. Here's a little fun fact about CMCC. Thursday is not called Thursday. It's called R. We don't understand this.
Yeah.
But it's called R. So that's always a tip, is just to make sure that you have your schedule kind of lined up and falls on days that you can actually be active in, depending on what class you take. And what's the workload, would you say, is?
I think so far what I've noticed is the workload is about the same, at least for me.
Yeah.
What about for you?
For me, the workload is, it's quite basic. You go into your lectures and like everything. You're not, and here's a little tip in about, like workload and everything, is that there is no such thing as late work. You have to do it on the day it's due, or you fail that assignment completely, which is not a good thing. Do not do that. I've already met a couple students who have, failed some of the assignments and everything, and it kind of impacts their grade quite greatly in some cases, and that's just because, you don't think about it until it's there. And also, if you don't arrive to, like, attendance is a huge thing. Here are tips for college. So tip number 2 is that attendance is a huge thing in college. You are expected to arrive. If you can't, then you email your professor or you text message them. Mm-hmm. It's all in your syllabus and everything.
To add to that, for some of my classes, it's 3 unexcused absences and you'll be kicked from the course.
And another tip is that if a professor is not able to make it to class and everything, there is no such thing as a substitute. I didn't know that until it happened to me, and I forgot to check my email one morning and the class was canceled, and I didn't realize that. I thought there was a thing as substitutes, but there is not. Is there anything else that you would like to add, actually?
When you're signing up for classes, make sure that, I think it's very helpful to have somebody like your guidance counselor or an admissions counselor at the school to help you schedule, because I had a point where I was scheduled for one class that ended at 12:25 and another class that started at 12:25. Yeah. So that was an accident.
But yeah, this is pretty much just a couple of little tips and kind of like little questions that, some people are curious about college. What I say about college, I actually quite like college. It's actually not as bad as high school sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's really freeing. You pretty much get to choose what courses like you want for your career. And for CMCC, free tuition, and also only 2 years. But yeah, this is just a couple little basics. And depending on how you work your schedule and everything, you can be in, school like less than like 5 days a week, like Ari.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that made you feel a bit more comfortable talking to learn more about tips and everything. Go ahead and join us for next time, and we'll give you a little bit more tips and what to expect for college. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is Josiah Gonning with Eddie's Echo News, interviewing Isaac Raymond of the Edward Little swim team. So, Isaac, how has this season been so far?
Absolutely awesome, Josiah. I couldn't have asked for a better team and better results. Especially with the loss of our former golden boy, Andrew Casares.
I understand that the Edward Little swim team is one of the now many Edward Little sports teams that is joined with other schools. What schools are on our swim team alongside Edward Little?
Well, Poland and Levitt count for points for Edward Little, but at the same time, we also practice with people from St. Dom's, Poland. No, not Poland. Lisbon, Grey New Gloucester, and Oxford, if I'm correct. Yeah.
You said the team's doing good. Do you think we're on trajectory to do well in KVAX this year?
We're gonna have some steep competition against Mount Ararat this year, but I believe in our team, and I think we can pull through and claim our 3rd victory in a row.
3rd in a row?
Mm-hmm. We've the past 2 years we've won KVAX, and we're hoping to keep the streak going.
All right. Josiah Godding with Eddie's Echo News. This is Isaac Raymond. We're signing off.
So what made you get interested in teaching?
There wasn't really a time that I ever thought about anything else besides teaching. I tutored in high school. So with the tutoring, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher after that.
I'm also sorry, I completely skipped over this. My name is Connor. You are?
I am Miss Knowlton.
And you teach at Edward Little High School?
Yep, I teach social studies at Edward Little High School, 9th and 10th grade.
Yep, and you had me as one of your students.
I did.
Your best student to date. You're lucky that camera's on right now, I swear to God.
I can edit that out.
What college did you go to?
I went to the University of Maine at Farmington, and I'm currently attending the University of Southern Maine, Gorham.
Oh, going back for...
My master's.
Ah.
Yep.
And did you get straight A's in high school?
I was on the honor roll high school. It might not have been straight A's. It was A's and B's, though.
Yeah, but that's what it's like for most teachers,
Yeah.
A's and B's. What was the last book you read?
The last book I read was called The Book of Lost Names. It's a World War II historical fiction on forgers in World War II and forging documents for children to escape.
And what do you think of the classes you are teaching right now?
I love the classes that I teach. I didn't think I would be comfortable teaching government, but I've learned to love it.
Yeah. And what do you think of your students, including me? You can be honest.
Yeah. My students are great for the most part. There's a few here and there that get a little wound up pretty easily, but
Ethan.
For the most part, they're good. They listen. They do most of what I ask. So.
And what do you think of the new school and the old school as a whole?
The new school is amazing. I love it. The old school is, it's torn down for a reason.
Yeah. And spicy food, 1 out of 10.
4.
4?
Yep.
So what made you get interested in teaching?
So I've always been interested in teaching. Ever since I was little, I've always loved learning and figuring out as much as I could.
Yeah.
So it kind of carried into my day life and wanted to pass it on.
Yeah. And what college did you go to get your teaching license?
The University of Maine at Orono.
And did you get straight A's in high school?
No, I did not. I got mostly A's and B's. I shot high. I had high expectations for myself because I feel like it's important to have a growth mindset, especially in this day and age. But pretty average A's and B's.
Yeah. What do you think of the classes that you are teaching right now?
I love them. I love the kids. I love the content. I'm learning a lot about myself, about what kind of teacher I want to be, and how to be a good resource for my students.
That leads me into my next question of what do you think of your students that you are teaching?
What do I think of of my students?
Yes.
Like I said, I think they're great. They're very interested in what I'm talking about.
Me obviously being the best one.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure.
And what was the last book you read?
Last book I read was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susan Collins. Oh. One of the Hunger Games books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the school as a whole? Like
the school, like
yeah, as a whole.
I like it. It's beautiful. It's a great facility you guys have here. Faculty is amazing. Social studies cohort is very supportive, and I feel supported overall.
Yeah. And last question, spicy food, 1 to 10.
Like whether or not I like it.
Yeah, whether or not you like it, how much you can take.
Like I don't know. I really want to get into eating spicy foods, but it's hard because like
Don't know how much you can handle.
My palate's very Caucasian.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I like train it before I go hard with it.
I would recommend trying out with like chili flakes, some normal stuff like that.
I'm a fan of spicy mayo and red pepper.
But yeah, very Caucasian.
Thai food though, spicy Thai food.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic, but
Yeah.
you know.
All right, that should be.